everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is well. So I haven't been out for a while and I've come up north. It's a Saturday and I had some free time. Kids don't have football today, so I was able to come up, but unfortunately the weather was horrible today, so I'm stuck in the pouring rain. I've come to this location that's very good for birds. It's some rice fields, has lots of different species of birds, and there are some swallows flying really slowly right next to the road. Basically, they're these crops and they're flying slowly because they're stopping at the crops, and there's a nice clear background. So this is the perfect location. Now, I made a few videos back about shooting swallows in flight, and I had this awful location. Now, before I go on, I don't want to moan too much because I think I'm a pretty positive person, but I think at the beginning of that video, obviously I complained about the conditions a little bit because someone moaned on my video about whinging. They whinged about my whinging. Anyway, so I'm not going to mention the conditions. You can see they're bad. But every now and again the rain stops and then I try and pull up alongside the field and see if I can get some shots. I'm going to be super high ISO. So every now and again the weather calms a little bit. It doesn't stop raining, but it slows down. And at that point I reverse the car, pull up next to the field and try to get some shots. Now, I'm not going to go as fast as I like to usually shoot a 4,000th of a second, but I'm going to be about 2,500th of a second. But in that case, it means the ISO doesn't go too high. So I'm probably at about 3,200 ISO. But the point is I'm close to the birds, which is great. I have my OM1 and I have my Nikon Z8. I'm mostly using the Z8 because it's close and I'm trying to fill the frame with that full frame sensor. Also, since my last video, another whinge I did was I said that there weren't any locations good for shooting swallows in Okinawa. Well, since then I have actually tried to go out and find a few, and I have found a few different locations, and I have continued taking swallow photos over the last few weeks. I've mostly been using my Nikon Z8. It's usually because I only have a couple of hours and I just want to take one setup with me and I just grab the Nikon. But yeah, so this is a kind of a continuation from the last video, seeing if I can get some better shots, because on that day I didn't really get many shots. And if Mr. Whinger is watching and you think I'm still whinging, I'm sorry, just don't watch it. Watch another channel. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Anyway, I think most people who watch my channel know that I'm a pretty positive person usually. But if the conditions aren't right and I'm trying to give some information about a lens or a camera's performance, you have to mention the conditions so people can then take that into consideration when making their decision about whether they think the camera does well or badly. Anyway, let's not worry about that. So anyway, I want to make the most of today, so I'll just sit here, I'm watching YouTube, and then when the weather chills, I go back to the field, which is just behind me. There's no one else around, so I can just pull up alongside the field and see if I can get some decent shots. As always, great to be out. Thanks so much for popping in. And we'll see if we can get some more shots. And then later today, we're going to go somewhere else. It's only 11:30, so we've got plenty of time. So we're going to go somewhere else today, see if I can get some endemic birds. But for now, I'm going to stay here a bit and see if I can get some swallow shots. But it doesn't look like the weather's calming down just yet. So I'm trying to watch their flight path from when they're coming from behind my car, behind my shoulder on the left. Mosquitoes, get out. Anyway, they're coming from behind my left shoulder and they're coming across. And there's literally a split-second window where the backgrounds I want and they're kind of facing me. Once they go beyond that, they're facing away and the background's not what I want. So I've got to be on it. So again, you've got to watch the path and you've got to pre-focus again. You've got to look at the area you want. When you see it coming, get on that area, get the general area in focus, and then when it comes in, then bust your shots when it comes through that area. And yes, you're going to miss nearly everything, but you might get that one shot that you want. The percentage is going to be very small. I'm trying to cover up my lens as best as possible, but obviously it's getting wet. I should put some mosquito spray on. I can feel getting itchy. I don't know. Is that mosquito spray or is it room spray? I don't know. Let's try. Smells like room spray. Do you read kanji? Anyway. As you can see, the rain has almost stopped. I've been there in about an hour and a half now, and unfortunately the birds, got to remember the whinge police are around, but anyway, the birds unfortunately are always going from the left behind me there. They never come down this way. I don't know why, so they're always going that way. So there's a lot of bum shots. So it's a fab location, it really is. Because of the overcast weather, actually, the sun not being out today is actually a benefit. I don't even know where the sun is. Obviously, rain's not ideal. I'm not sure if I've got anything good, but it's just fun having quite a few birds coming from all different directions, lots of nice backgrounds. It's up to me, really, to, you know, make sure that I get some good shots. But it's really fun. But as I said, unfortunately, they're not coming towards me. They're going away from me. So some of them come from, rather than behind me, they come from my left and then they go. So there's a little window where they're kind of parallel to me, literally a split second before they turn. And that's when I want to try and get them. But yeah, they're all just going away from me. But nice that the rain stopped. I've been eaten alive. I stupidly didn't put mosquito spray on once I opened the window. And of course, what's great about weather like this is there's no one around. So, you know, there is space around me, but if there were lots of cars here, I wouldn't be comfortable parking here. But as there isn't, great. Anyway, this wasn't my plan today, so I'm going to move and see if I can get some more birds a bit further north. But this has been really fun, and again, great place. I'd like to come back again, but it's an hour and a half away from me, and recently I just don't have any time. So, but not complaining. Happy to be out. So right, we're just going to approach this village, which is a good place for seeing the Okinawan rail, the Yambarukina, which is a flightless bird, critically endangered and endemic to the very north part of this island in Okinawa. So this is one of the best places to see it. We're now not in season, so there's usually when it's really bad weather they don't come out, but because the rain has stopped, the ground's going to be quite wet. That might potentially mean there's some bugs about. Oh, I was looking at the camera, looking at my vlogging camera, looking at the road, and then, oh yeah, there, look, can you see? He is now on the side of the road. Wow. I didn't think we were going to get to see one, especially as easily as that, as we're approaching. So basically, he's on the side of the road, which there where they often are. Here he's going to come. He's now just run a bit further. My hybrid engine just kicked in then, and that scared him a little bit. Let's just, there he's going to cross. And then they go really, really fast across the road. That's super cool. So we just saw one. Now I'm not going to get any photos of him. But yeah, I did not expect that to happen before we've even got into the village. So he is somewhere in there. Now, they don't fly, but they can scale trees and sheer slopes like that very easily. Now, should I just wait here and see if he comes out once he gets used to the sound of if I switch the engine off? Let's just see if that happens. Anyway, I don't think he's going to come out. He was thick in all of that stuff, so let's hope we can see another one. Let's hope we can see another one not in all that brush. So there's a garden coming up here. You can, if you get lucky, get them in the garden and you can get a clear shot. Lots of swallowtail butterflies around, so I will definitely get out and take some photos of them at some point. It's raining very lightly, but this is fine. This is no problem at all. Sometimes you can get them in that little area there as well. You can get them. Today, nothing. But let's hope. I'm kind of confident now after seeing that one straight away. I'm kind of confident that we can see another one. Common kingfisher just flew off in the background. What was that? Something moved there. What was that? There's something over there. I can't see. There's definitely something moving behind. What is that? There's something behind there. Oh yeah, there's a bird, Wait, can you see? Shut the So I hope a car doesn't come behind me. There is a bird. There is a rail. Where is he? Yeah, I think he's just over here in the corner. At the moment you can't see him. Where is he? So at some point he'll probably come out into this stuff, I hope, and then we can get some shots. Mosquitoes everywhere, piss off. Where is he? Yeah. He's walking around the back there. There he is. Right, I'm going to get my camera out. I'm out of the car. He's very calm. He doesn't mind me being here. He's at the moment behind the tractor. But I've been out of the car for about 2 minutes and he's very calm. He hasn't come out and given me any really great shots. I want him to come closer so I can get a nice background. He hasn't done that, but very cool. I don't know, he hasn't, whether he's now disappeared up the hill, I don't know. When I went back in to get the vlogging camera, I might have shocked him. But before, when I came out without the vlogging camera, I was just standing with my camera He was totally cool. Standing out in the open, 6 meters from him or her, and they have no idea, they don't care at all. Often these birds are super skittish. If you see a car or anything, they are gone. But I've spent now 20 minutes with this one, and it's completely comfortable with me. Basically, I've been out of my car for a long time, and it's got within, I want to say, 4 meters of me. I'm moving back and forth. It doesn't seem to be too bothered because I'm not getting beyond what it considers too close. So this is just fantastic. I am being absolutely eaten alive, but I know that if I go back into my car to get the Mozzie spray, the door or my movement will scare him. So I just have to stay here and accept that I'm getting eaten. I can feel it itching all over me. Anyway, mustn't whinge. So that's the end of the day. It's been a really good day, despite the weather. It's been a really great day. Unfortunately, I dropped my vlogging gimbal camera out of my pocket and it wasn't working all afternoon, so I haven't recorded the last couple of hours. I've just managed to switch it on for the first time, but I don't think it's working properly. I mean, is that following me? Kind of, but it's been quite beaten up. There's a few marks on it. Hopefully it works. That would be a nightmare. I haven't got the money at the moment to replace it, so I hope that it's okay. But anyway, I had a great day. Swallows early on. Seeing the Ambaduquina, the Okinawa rail was amazing. Saw some other cool species, but just a really fun day. Anyway, football on later tonight, so it's going to be a long night, but time to go home. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully this thing isn't broken, and I'll see you on the next one. Say hi in the comments. Bye.